Welcome everybody. If you're new to the channel, my name is Alex Haigh, and on this channel I go over various topics that have to do with the Southeast Florida area, specifically with real estate. We go over numbers and pros and cons and those kind of things. Now in today's video we're going to be going over difference between Martin County and Saint Lucie County. Now in Martin County you've got Stuart, Palm City, Jensen Beach, Hobe Sound, and you got a little area called Port Solano in there as well. Now in Port St. Lucie, you got St. Lucie West. The majority of it is considered Port St. Lucie, and then you do have an area north called Fort Pierce that's actually in St. Lucie County. We're going to be going over housing, lifestyle, employment, and the general feel of what it's like to live in these respective counties so that you can make a decision. If you're thinking about moving to this area, hopefully this video will be helpful. Let's get into it. Let's start first with housing. Most people, it comes down to price. Whatever it is that they're looking for better schools, they're looking at hospitals, so forth. It still is going to come down to price. Let's dive into the median home price first here in St. Lucie County. Now, St. Lucie County in 2024, this was the median home sale price. It was $360,000. General in Port St. Lucie, you're going to find affordability, if you will. And one of the things that I've said to people after doing this for 20 years and looking at these two counties, and we deal with, 4 counties, we deal with 5 counties actually, but when it comes to these two counties, what I say to people is, when you go from Stuart, Jensen Beach, Martin County over into St. Lucie County, you're going to pay probably about a 35 to 40% premium on the same product. So that 30 to 35% is a little bit of a fluctuation. I just like to give that as a generality because right here, right now, $560,000 in Martin County, Stuart area is actually the median home sale, the median home value, if you will. So you can see there's more than, that's almost a 40% premium, and I'm a calculator on me here, but you're looking at that, 30 to 40% premium moving from Stuart, Martin County up into St. Lucie County. Now, when you go into St. Lucie County, it's a much bigger county than Martin County. It's almost 3 times the size of Martin County. And you're going to find better, lower price per square foot as you move up north and into Fort Pierce. And Fort Pierce has got a little bit of a stigma to it, but there are actually some really nice areas in Fort Pierce, and there's some really nice communities that are going out and that are being built west of Fort Pierce. So anytime somebody says Fort Pierce, you might have had something in your head of like Fort Pierce is rough, and there are some areas that are a little bit rougher. However, there's a lot of land and there's a lot of new areas that are west that don't have anything to do with those kind of rougher areas. And, I think if it comes down to price, I think Port St. Lucie is probably a better bet if you're just looking at price. Now, let's get into some of the other things that might sway your decision. When it comes to employment, St. Lucie County does have some great things going on up there. The economy has really grown significantly. It's actually one of the fastest growing counties in the United States. They got healthcare, there's construction there, there's logistics sectors that they're building out some of these little tech hubs and so forth in Port St. Lucie. St. Lucie's also becoming a business hub. It's attracting more companies. They have a lower real estate prices, so they can attract more, workers to come in there and get these kind of newer homes. Now, as far as the actual numbers are concerned, the unemployment rate in Port St. Lucie now is around 4.5 as of 24, which is a little bit better than the previous years. Now, on the flip side, when you go down into Martin County, there aren't going to be as many of those kind of tech jobs. Cleveland Clinic is up in Port St. Lucie. We do have Cleveland Clinic down here in Martin County as well, but the bigger campus is up there in Port St. Lucie. Now, when we actually get into the unemployment numbers, it's actually only 4% unemployment here in Martin County. So, there's a little less, if you will, unemployment here in Martin County where we are. I'm actually in Martin County, but I have bought and sold properties up in Port St. Lucie. I think it's great up there. I think just you're going to have to find the right area for you. As far as employment is concerned, you do have the new Amazon distribution center that's happening up there. You got the Cleveland Clinic, which I mentioned earlier, and then you do have some tech spots that are happening in and around the Tradition area of new companies coming in there that are kind of these tech companies coming from Silicon Valley and other areas because we don't have that 15% state tax that California has on your income. So anyways, that aside, we're attracting all kinds of people from around the country that want just that better lifestyle, not to be scraping ice off of their windshields early in the morning. And if they can do the same job, again, we've talked about this before with the remote workers, we're really finding that a lot of people are coming here. And as long as they have an internet connection, they don't really mind where they are. Now, let's dive into the third factor that we're looking at here, schools. So schools are very, very important. So Martin County schools are regarded as actually some of the best in the state. Schools like Jensen Beach High, you got Martin County High School. They consistently rank in the top in the state as far as academics and kind of extracurriculars as well. Jensen Beach has an amazing football program, wrestling program, track program, and Martin County has some great extracurriculars as well. Now, the ratio of student to teacher in Martin County is actually 16-1. And, lastly, one thing that's really important to me are these kind of special programs. My daughter has special needs, and, it's really important to be able to have programs that help these people with special needs. And Martin County has gone a little bit further into that, and they do support one of my favorite organizations that I'm actually a member of the board of, ARC, Advocates for the Rights of the Challenged. In Saint Lucie County, they've made significant strides over the years, but they're actually getting more well-known for their STEM education. So that's science, technology, engineering, and math. So Port St. Lucie has really integrated into their high school, and even their grade schools are integrating more of these STEM programs. I really love to see that Port St. Lucie is really kind of digging into that. If you're making a decision based on your kids, you probably want to do a little bit more research than what just a little number on the side of the screen says. All right, let's talk about lifestyle. Now, I've lived here in the Treasure Coast for 20 years. I've actually lived here in Stewart for 20 years, but I've done business all the way up into Indian River and the Space Coast, going all the way down into Miami. But I have a pretty good feel for these respective counties. So in St. Lucie County, as far as the lifestyle is concerned, when we talk about lifestyle, to me, it's if I want to go and I want to buy something at the store, let's say Publix, right? I'm not going to hit as much traffic. To me, that's a lifestyle thing for me. One of the things is traffic. You're going to have less traffic in Martin County. St. Lucie County was built by a company called General Development Corps, and they basically just maximized putting as many homes into that county as possible. Okay, so it kind of created this urban sprawl up there. Now, is it yucky? No, I mean, the median home price or the median home value is $360,000. So, it's not like it's rough up there, but you're just going to have a little bit more distance in some instances, and also then a little bit more traffic with those distances when you're dealing with St. Lucie County. Now, there are actually probably a lot more parks. Now, the county's 3 times bigger, so there are more parks. There's probably a little more access to beach just because they're going to have more coastline. But in Martin County, as far as let's kind of double click on that. In Martin County, most of the county is kind of near the coast, or, all of it's near the coast relative, but it's kind of bunched up. And so, you from the center of Palm City, you can be at the beach in 20, 25 minutes. In St. Lucie County, if you're in the western part of the county, it could take you 45 minutes to get to the beach. Now, maybe you're not a beach person, so that doesn't matter. But my point is, you're just going to have probably a little bit more travel. Now, also, one of the things that I wanted to mention here, as far as lifestyle is concerned, I'm going to say the restaurants are a little bit up. Now, I'm not like a super foodie kind of guy, but I think in general, I think that we kind of have a little bit more upscale options as far as restaurants and food and so forth. I think you're just, in general, going to have a slower pace of life down here in Martin County. In downtown Stewart, you can't build anything now commercial unless you actually put 30% of the building actually has to have artwork on it. So it's little things like that you kind of have to come here to see it and feel it. So if you're interested in potentially being in any of these counties, please reach out to us, because we can give you a better idea of what it is that you're looking for. So you give us your criteria. Hey, this is what's important to me. The agents on the team know those areas. We try to do these videos so you can start to get a feel for what these areas are like. But unless you reach out to us and we really start to evaluate who you are, what's important to you, we won't really know, you won't really know what the best area or the areas that are going to suit your wants and needs. Now, I kind of just wanted to finish on this. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. When it comes to commute and access, it depends on you. So if you don't, again, I kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, you're going to just have a little bit more of a drive. For the most part, if you live in St. Lucie West, everything is right there. The exit to 95 is there. There's an exit to the Turnpike there. You got your Walmart and Home Depot and even got a Lowe's there, and the Fresh Market that I mentioned. Downtown Traditions, got Petco and LA Fitness and all that kind of stuff is right there. And there's a lot of restaurants. I've done videos on St. Lucie West. So like St. Lucie West would have everything that you kind of need there, but it's also going to be 40 minutes from the beach, right? So there's always going to be this trade-off. That's why reaching out to us and saying, hey, these are the top things that are really important to me. And it might just be price. So that price might be, hey, we just need to find you a house that suits your needs given the price. But as the price goes up and as your wants and needs go up, we need to just kind of look at all of that and see where the best area would be for you. If you're down there in Miami and kind of getting sick of the traffic down there and sick of the prices down there, I did a Miami versus Port St. Lucie. It is incredible. We're not talking 30% difference. We're talking like 60% difference, 70% difference. And even so much as going down into West Palm, like a really big growing area right now in West Palm is Boca Raton, seeing a lot of people in the financial industry moving to Boca Raton from New York, Chicago, LA, even areas of Texas, for these reasons of what we've talked about with the state income tax, and it's sunny year round. So if I'm going to be crunching numbers and doing my financial stuff, I might as well be able to hit the golf course anytime during the year. I hope that this was kind of an all-encompassing. I tried to give you 4 subjects here when you're thinking about Martin County versus St. Lucie County. Now, again, Martin County is that Stewart, Hobe Sound, Palm City, Port Salerno, Jensen Beach, right? And then you got Port St. Lucie that's got Port St. Lucie West, and Fort Pierce. Those are kind of the main areas up there. The distinctions between these, and I did a lot of generalities. I did throw some specific numbers in there for the median home value. I threw some numbers in there as far as the unemployment rate. So, I think numbers are important, but it's that feel, and I'm trying to elicit to you what it feels like to be here. And then ultimately, we'd love you to reach out so that we can start to develop a relationship with you, build some trust, and hopefully find you the right home that fits all of your wants and needs. I hope you like this video. Please, hey, I love comments. Please drop a comment below. Hey, the video was great. Hey, you could have done this a little bit better. I love to hear your comments. We'll hear you on the next, we won't hear you. We will see you on the next video. Take care.